Hi everyone, I'm Sam. Let's play some daily games. Today is December 14th, 2025, Sunday, and we'll start with Wordle number 1639. I was trying to read 14, but 1639. Okay, let's put in strip. Come on, strip. No, it's not strip. Okay, dang it. Alright, an S word though, okay. Silky. That what? Sick. No, sick. Yes, sidle. S-I-D. That's a funny word, isn't it? I'll just put that. Not the answer. And it's also not S-I, so it's something else. Maybe here. S. Can't be spiky. There's no P. Skink, like a lizard. Skink. That's a thing. Skiff. Sniff. Ooh, kind of like that. So shiny. So a decent one. I think I have to do an eval because I don't really know what it could be. So it could be shiny. So H. Could be skink with a K. Could be a sniff. Right. With no. H. Shiny. Yes. With let's see that. Okay, these are the three that I can see, so I'm going to try to do that, but I don't know if I can get an eval with that many words in. Well, I guess I could do anything with an N. Okay. Can't do one. Could do maybe like, can I do something like flaky? That's a decent eval word, I think. Ooh! Okay. So it's not skink, it's not sniff, it's not. It's. What is this? Or sushi has been done before, definitely. I just saw it the other day in the answers. Okay. So what are we looking at here? S. Oh! Oh my god, what if it's today's the day for Scion? Oh my god. No, it's not Scion. I got so excited. Okay, what is this? S. Suing? No, you're kidding me. Swing. Oh my god. Ah, man, this is a terrible game. I want to forget it already. I want to forget it already. Oh my god. Let's look at Squirtle. Today's answer is swing. Started out with strip. Started out great. 165 possible guesses. Who would have thought that the great start would have ended in such a terrible, terrible performance? Okay, and then Sido, which I thought was okay. It's an interesting word. 46. All right, sure. And then they suggested me to use shiny, but I decided to do flaky, thinking that okay, that's a decent eval. That should cover a lot, right? 20 possibilities left. And then okay, what if today's the day for Scion? And it's not. And they also thought I should do suing, which is what I did do, and the answer was swing. Okay, so after Scion, we still could have suing and swing as the two options, and then after flaky, we still could have had swish, swing, Swiss, suing, shish, but I don't think so. They do a Scion, shogi, I doubt it, sushi, but that one's been done before. So yeah, not a great eval as much as I thought. I thought it might be good, but it still left me a couple of options that in the end I just gosh, this is frustrating. Very, very frustrating. Yeah, just not. You know what? Like, I thought I'd try it. Suing. It's the answer before. It hasn't. I don't know if it could ever be, but I think it can because I think there was lying, etc. before, right? Like, yeah, lying. Let's do tying. Tying, not yet. Lying, yes. What else? Dying? No, could be too depressing for them to use that one. But yeah, but so if lying is possible, which it hasn't been done, so suing is also possible, but it's not the answer today. But that's the one I saw. Dang it! So annoyed. I am so annoyed. I didn't think of like ing words to be honest, not at all. So that's really my mistake there. I guess if I tested for the N earlier on instead of the F, like for sniff, I had done N instead of the F. Maybe I could have gotten it in 4 or 5, but not 6. I don't think. But okay. Let's move on. Let's try to forget it. Put it out of my. Put it in the back of my mind right now. Put it in the back. Okay. Let's play predictions. We're now doing number 917. All right. Today's 16 words are duckling, colonel, Napoleon, princess, calf, piglet, emperor, fawn, gush, mermaid, chalk, porky, praise, wood, babe, and flatter. Okay, they're kind of like Disney characters or something, but let's not get ahead of ourselves just yet. Okay, but they're also baby animals like duckling, calf, piglet, fawns, or baby animals. Could be. Let's do that. What else do we have here? Porky is a pig. Babe is a pig. Napoleon is a pig. Piglet is also a pig. Okay. But then the baby animals might not work that piglet. Babe. Okay. Because I was looking for baby animals, but duckling, calf, and fawn baby animals. Is there another baby animal? Is a gush a baby animal? I don't think so. Colonel is in Colonel Sanders. Colonel is a rank. It's a ruler of sorts. Okay, flatter. Yeah, flatter, gush, praise. Perhaps fawn. Yeah, it could all be like to compliment someone. Okay, so maybe I'll try the pig connections. Do I do that one? Pigs. Okay, or what about let's think about this. Gush, praise, flatter, and fawn. That would take out like the Disney thing or like the baby animals thing that I was thinking of. Baby animals could be out. Baby animals could be the red herring. So gush, praise, flatter, fawn. That still leaves okay, there's the ugly duckling. Oh, some of these are like popular like classical stories, like Ugly Duckling, Emperor's New Clothes, Princess of the Pea. I suppose Little Mermaid could be, or like the Chalk could be one as well. I think there's a is that like a what about Wood? The wood. What that's about? If I did Duckling, Emperor, Princess, maybe Mermaid. Right, we left off Calf, Fawn, Colonel, and Wood. It's a weird one. Uh, Colonel. Is that a character? So maybe I'll try the pigs one first and see if that's right. Fictional pigs. Okay, so there's Gush, Praise, Flatter, Fawn. Okay, so yeah, Fawn is out. Hmm. Ugly Duckling. Is it like a story or um Little Mermaid? Little Colonels, I think. What about Wood though? Wood. What is that? Wood. Wood what? I would. You would. Wood. Um. I still can't see that one. The wood. Wood has a silent letter, I guess. Colonel has a silent letter. But none of the others really had chalk. Wait a second. I guess so. Calf, wood, chalk, kernel. They have a silent L? Yeah, it could be, actually. A crazy category, but it could be. Silent L. Let's try that. Silent L! Oh my god! Okay, that's the blue. Okay, so got praise, gush, fawn, flatter. That's definitely the compliment one. And then we're definitely okay, that could be like, as I said, like classical stories, right? Okay, so that one, I think classical stories might be the green. And then, please be the green. It is the green! Okay, wait, and then compliment. Lay it on thick. Yeah, compliment, sure, yeah, yellow. It's a reverse rainbow, although I don't think I can get the point for the green because I said like classical stories, but it's actually figures from Hans Christian Andersen stories, which I didn't realize they all were by him. I did not even realize that at all. So I mean, the classics, yes, he wrote the classics, but I think the great point here is they're all by Hans Christian Andersen, and I totally didn't realize that. So I think half a point. That's it. And so 3 points for the rest, and then half a point for the green. But oh, I'm so glad I saw that Silent L one. I was like thinking maybe there's a Disney connection because we had the other day a Pixar connection. So I thought maybe this one is a Disney one, like characters like of the like protagonists of the films, but thankfully did not really fall for that one. So yeah, fictional pigs, Babe. I think the movie itself is called Babe. I can't remember. Is that right? Babe? Is it right? It's a movie, right? Sorry, oops. Babe. That was a movie, right? Babe film. I think it's this one, 1995. Yes, it's an adaptation of Dick Kingsman's 1980 novel, The Sheep Pig, which tells the story of a farm pig who wants to do the work of a sheepdog. Oh, it's kind of cute. Yeah, so Babe, there we go. Napoleon, I know is from like 1984. There's a pig called Napoleon. Piglet is from Winnie the Pooh. He's Winnie the Pooh's best friend. Porky Pig is from Looney Tunes. He's a pretty famous pig. He doesn't wear pants, I think. Let's just confirm that. Porky Pig. Yeah, weird, right? Like he has a coat and he sometimes even wears a hat and a bow tie, but where are his pants? It feels weird. It feels weird. Why does he have pants? Yeah. And then the silent L, calf, chalk, kernel, wood. That's true actually. I always thought that chalk kind of sounds like it has an L, but I guess not chalk. Chalk. Don't know. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Now that I think about it, I guess I'm so used to thinking about these words that it sounds sometimes like there is an L, but now that you say it, there is no L. It's like wood. Yeah, it's just no. Okay. Yeah, it's like it's something I just like can't even. I didn't even realize that they have silent L's. It's for kernel and like calf. Yeah. There we go. Then Hansel Jameson figures duckling. I think this must be the ugly duckling. Let's just go to his stories here. Hans Christian Andersen, Danish writer from 1805 to 1875. So he lived to the age of 80. Emperor's New Clothes, The Little Mermaid, Princess of the Pea, Snow Queen, Ugly Duckling. So he wrote a lot of the fairy tales. I should say, yeah. I'll definitely know it was him too, and the Tin Soldier. Whoa, okay. So I never realized that those were all him. I thought that some of those might be. I actually thought some of the stories might be from the Brothers Grimm. I thought they might be like Little Mermaid. I know for sure Hans Christian Andersen because there's like a statue. I think it's in where is it? Copenhagen. Is that there? I don't remember, but I think so. Statues there. And then laid on thick fawn, flattered gush praise. Just always of like really heavily complimenting someone or something. Yeah, there we go. So, at least a reverse rainbow definitely makes me feel better about how terrible that Wordle was. I mean, like that was not great. So this one is really it's a mood booster. So thank goodness for that. All right, let's move on to the last daily game for today, which is the LA Times Mini Crossword by Elizabeth C. Gursky. Let's go, Elizabeth. All right, last one for the week. One across the art of memoir, author Mary. I don't know what that is. One down, buckwheat. Which what's that? I have no idea. Two down. Final part of Il Trovatore. I don't know. Three down, thick-skinned heavyweight. What does that mean? Oh my god. Four down, get more magazines. Well, like resubscribe, maybe. I don't know. Or renew your subscription. Maybe I'll try that. Six down, basin and bourbon abbreviation. What? I've never heard of that. What's that? Five across, post marathon woes. Oh wait, yeah. Gotta be it. Should have been S maybe? Ends of an S, sorry, not stop. 7 across, limited work assignment. No idea. Like, no idea. 8 across. Jelly's last jam star Gregory. What is this? Gregory who? I have no idea. 9 across, declare openly. A vow? Perhaps, wait, why would this be ending in V? Could be like part 5 or something, maybe. Okay, let's try that. Skin heavy. Someone know what that is. Basin and Bourbon. Don't know. Could be streets. Bourbon Street. Basin Street, maybe. Try that. What's Jennifer? Gregory. Don't know. Work assignment. Could be a stint. So maybe this is not a stint, right? Limited work assignment. What now? Buckwheat porridge. It's not pasta. It's other Mary. What? Mary what? Oh, this will be Act 4. Act IV. Okay. Mary Parr, maybe? Like, what's gonna be? Post marathon was 8. Okay. Buckwheat porridge. What is that? Oh, I don't know. Thick skin heavyweight. What does this mean? Rhino? Oh, okay. Pines? I keep thinking it's pasta, but I don't think that's right. No, it's not. Yeah, is it? Well, let's check. Which one is? I think. Okay, so these letters are definitely wrong. So it could be car. Gregory Fines. But cast but doesn't sound right. Gregory. Oh. Okay, let's just check if car is correct. No, it's also not car. So Mary what? What could be this last name? Could be Bar, maybe? Mary. Could be Mary Farr? Mary Gar? What in the world is this? Okay, and then this last gemstone, Gregory. I keep thinking Gregory Pines, is that? Let's check. It's not Pines. Gregory. Oh my gosh. Hines? Oh, could be actually. Hines. That sounds kind of good. Let's check if. Okay, so it is Heinz. It's something else. I already tried car, or did I try God? No. I'm just trying whatever. Mushroom. Oh, what is this? Mushroom. Buckwheat porridge. I've never heard of these. Oh my god. No, I'm trying everything I could think of. W. It's not giving. T. Y. P. Like. Sasha. No. G. H. Okay. What? Oh Lord, 3 minutes and 58 seconds, and because I just randomly pressed that last letter. I didn't want to do a review. I didn't want to. But whoa, super tough Sunday mini. Wow, this was a rough one. Probably my worst time to date. Let's take a closer look at the clues and entries. One across the art memoir author, Mary Carr. Carr spelled with a K? How am I supposed to get that? That's crazy. Oh my god. Art of okay, maybe I'll look. The Art of book by Mary Carr. 15 September 2015, originally published. I don't even know who it's. Generally, maybe this is a famous book in those circles of memoir writing. I don't know, but I don't know her. Sorry. One buckwheat porridge, kasha. What is kasha? I never heard that. Type of porridge. Okay, let's check. In English, kasha usually refers to the pseudo cereal buckwheat or its culinary preparations. In Slavic languages, kasha means porridge. I didn't know that. Ooh, okay. It does not look like my thing. But no, it's not really my thing. Okay, yeah. I've never heard it too much to notice, unfortunately. So trivia on Car and Kasha really tough, and this one too. Final part of Il Trovatore Probably an opera or something. I don't know, but it's an opera. 1853 opera by Giuseppe Verdi. It's an opera in 4 acts. Well, I didn't know that, but I thought maybe it was like part 5, perhaps, like final part. But yeah, I should have known that the clue already said part. It couldn't have been part, but I just wasn't sure, so I went with that. But it's actually Act IV or Act 4. 3 down, thick skin, heavyweight. I guess because rhino is a huge animal, huge creature, and it does have thick skin, so very large, heavy creature with thick skin, so that's a rhino. By the way it was written, I wasn't sure what they were asking at first. 4 down, get more magazines. You got to renew your subscription to get more, right? So that's it. Renew. 6 down, Basin and Bourbon abbreviation. I guess there's streets. I guess so. There's streets. And the ST it says streets for short. 5 across, post marathon woes. Usually, what do you struggle with? What is your pain point after a marathon? It's usually with aches in your legs, your arms from all that running exercise. 7 across, limited work assignment stint. So like just a short, brief period of work that you've gotten, like a short one-off task, like kind of thing. And then 8 across, Jelly's Last Jam starred Gregory. I'd never heard of it, Jelly's Last Jam. What is that? Is this a comedy? Jelly's Last. Oh, it's a musical. Well, I would have never guessed that. Jelly's Last Jam is a musical, the book by George C. Wolfe, lyrics by Susan Birkenan, and music by Jelly Roll Morton and Luther Henderson. Based on the life and career of Ferdinand Joseph Lamotte, known as Jelly Roll Morton, and generally regarded as one of the private driving forces behind the introduction of jazz to the American public in the early 20th century. It also serves as social commentary on the African American experience during the era. Lamotte was born to a Louisiana Creole family that was infiltrated before the Civil War. So, wait, ah, the choreography was by Gregory Hines. I see. Okay. And also, Gregory was the played character Jelly Roll in 1992 on Broadway. So cool. I didn't know that. So I've never heard of this. I've unfortunately never heard this musical nor the actor. Unfortunately, yeah, my trivia it's so limited here in like musicals and stuff. 9 across, declare openly a vow. Yeah. Just saying something like out loud verbally. So tough, really tough one. 1 across, 1 down, 2 down, 8 across. Those are some really tough trivia. And then the street as well. I'm not super familiar with this one, so I struggle a little bit with that as well. So I would say like a good 80% of the clues I didn't really know the answers, and I had to just sort of guess them or suss them out using my best judgment. That's it. But yeah, I really struggled with this one. So tough one. Books and authors I don't know. Operas I don't know. Certain plays that I don't know. So it's all and streets and locations that are more U.S. centric than I'm familiar with. So really rough patch for me today. But yeah, hopefully tomorrow, Monday, is an easier mini on me. But yeah, let me know how you did for those games. Let's move on to the comments from yesterday's video. Okay, Edward did Tread, Sion, Miser. Congratulations on your 3. That's great. That I think that SI and the ER great, really, really helpful. But yeah, there were 3 other possible words. That's interesting. Yeah. What is letter to Sion? So you still, yeah, a couple of others. I don't know what else you had left, but pretty good that you got only just a few options, and you chose the right one correctly. Nice. You know, think about it, you just went with your gut, so that's great. It's the one that you saw and you went for it. Yeah. Connections, it was 5 out of 5. Yeah, I mean, rough one, right? Yeah. You hope I knew the pants. No, I didn't know. I just knew that culotte sounded so familiar, but I couldn't, for the life of me, remember what culotte what a culotte is. Like what is it? Like I thought maybe it was shoes or something. Maybe I was confusing them for like something else. But yes, I totally forgot about the pants, and I definitely have heard of them, but I just couldn't place what those things were, and that's so frustrating when you sort of remember you've heard of the word, but you just couldn't remember really what it describes. So then if I knew it was pants, then, yeah, I would look for other things that could have sounded like pants, maybe. But you know, that's in the past now. But yeah, I can't believe that. Yellow is the easiest, and they 49% found that first. I mean, to be fair, they say found it first, but it could also just be, they found it later, but then they decided to press that one first and just to see if that's right. I mean, like sometimes like how I describe or you see a group first, but I don't actually hit that one first. I see a couple and then I thought, okay, I'll try this one first just to see if it's right. But it doesn't mean that necessarily that really is the first group that I found. Actually, because there's no way to really know that unless you're watching somebody solve, right? It's just that's what they hit enter on first. Okay. But I'm glad that you did well with that anagrams one. And man, yeah, if you're a baseball fan, lucky for you. Exactly. There was like, yeah, that was just probably so easy, right? Like, I mean, if you're into that. If only it was like a soccer category, maybe I could have like soccer legends. I would have known like Pele, Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, etc. Maybe that would have been better for me than baseball. But I know it's an American New York publication, so I can't really get too mad at them for doing that. For green from some scientists, more difficult to see, but depot and that's true. Yeah, if the scientists were in the middle, which is interesting, if you look at today's puzzle with the silent L's. That one I think is tougher because it's not like the last letter. It's in the middle, so you have to really sound it out. Sometimes if you just read it, you might not even think about it, but you need to sound it out like how I do. I speak it out, so that's why I saw the silent L today. So I feel like with deep and like you say, maybe they already took your feedback and you're like, huh, oh yeah, the silent T's at the end. Too easy, right? Well, let's give you a little challenge here. Let's put the L's in the middle somewhere, and then they were silent. See if we can see that one. Which I could still see that one. I don't know how hard that would be, but wonder how the rest of the other players perceive that one to be. Lava soap actually gets its name from pumice, volcanic rock. Oh, so that's why it's called lava soap. You know what? That makes a lot of sense, and now I understand why. You were surprised I haven't heard of ivory soap. Actually, I think I mentioned it. I did. I have heard of it. It's just um a distant association in my brain to soap. Like once I saw that the answer was that Ivory is a soap brand, I was like, oh, okay. I think I may have heard of it. You know what? I think I may have heard of it. Like it's not gonna jump out at me. Like if I see Ivory, I'm not gonna think of like soap instantly. But if you tell me that that is a soap brand, I'll probably tell you that that sounds familiar. I probably have heard of that somewhere or seen it somewhere, like maybe on a show or somebody mentioned like using ivory soap or something like that because it did sound familiar. It must have been mentioned in perhaps books or some show that I've watched. I think it sounds a bit like that, but it's not something that I definitely did jump to. But if you said like Dove soap, like that's the one that I definitely would think of, like Dove soap, or like for us we have Dettol soap kind of thing. So that's kind of like if you say the name, the brand name or whatever, that's what would jump out at me, but not this one particularly. But yeah. Okay. And Glacier Breeze did Slant Purse Miser. Oh, awesome, you guys. You guys are getting threes. Amazing. And both Frisk and Wiser. Yes, as I said, why are they why doesn't score not score to the other one I was using the other day. Said that Frisk wasn't allowed. Just like damn. Sucks, but that's okay. All right. What is it? Example of previous year's comparative is nicer. I totally forgot about that. Nicer. Yeah, only miser, wiser, visor. Okay, and you're reading a Christmas Carol. Is it for like school or anything like that, or is it just your interest? I mean, I feel like when I was younger, I did try to read some Charles Dickens stuff, but I don't know if it was just me, but I felt like after I read it a while, I was a bit bored by his writing. It could have just been my attention span was not great, or maybe like I needed to read a bit more to get into his writing. I can't remember, but it felt like I sort of vaguely recall that I was bored by his writing. So I don't know now if I reread it or find any of his new, not new books. I mean, any of his stories that I haven't read before. Maybe if I read it now at this age, maybe I would find it more interesting. I don't know, but yeah, and exactly miser. It's sticking with the Christmas theme already, right? Yeah, it's miser. Okay, so that's great. Average guess is 4.0, failure rate 4%. Oh, the bot isn't doing too well. Took 6 guesses, huh? But it's true. The I blank er is pretty trappy. It can come with some risk. So, sometimes the bot isn't as all seeing as we assume it to be sometimes. And a rose is fine as it's a regular pattern. Yeah, I suppose it could be built, chose, and growth. So yes. Let me go. Good to remember that because I forgot about those examples actually. So thanks for reminding me of those. But I'm sure I'll forget again. But thank you for reminding me now, so that hopefully it will stick. Maybe the more you remind me, I'll remember it. So that's what I'm hoping to happen. So all right. So that was today's daily game. So let me know how you did for today's Wordle. Word